Hey everyone, it's Eric from Fun Intelligent Training. This is going to be the first of a series of workouts that you can do with really no equipment in order to get ready for these different adventure races we are going on, the Tough Mudder and the Renegade Playground Challenge. So what we're going to do here, unless otherwise noted, you're going to do each exercise for 60 seconds and move on to the next one as quickly as you can. So what I'd like for you to do, the first thing is to run or jog or walk, depending on your fitness level, for 2 minutes. So having a stopwatch or a watch on where you can time is going to be important. So we're working to get your heart rate up. Next thing you're going to do is to get yourself something to hang on. So if you go to a park or if you can rig up some way to safely get a bar at your house, that'd be great. So I'm going to give you two different options here. The first option we call a dead hang or a static hang. So what you're going to want to do is get yourself up and try to hold your chin over the bar as long as you can. As you start to fatigue, keep trying to pull up, keep trying to pull up, keep trying to pull up, keep trying to pull up. And then once your muscles totally fail, then you're going to just try to hang here as long as you can. Okay? Once your grip fully goes, drop down, try to jump back up. So once again, you're going to be doing that for 60 seconds. If you are more fit, then we're going to be doing pull-ups. So the more of a narrow or neutral grip is going to be a little bit easier. The wider the grip, the harder it'll be. So once again, depending on your fitness level, so you're going to be 60 seconds, exhale up, inhale down. Exhale up, inhale down, pull-ups for 60 seconds. All right, when we finish with our pull-ups, we're going to move immediately into jumping jacks. So starting with your feet together, hands by your sides, you're going to spread your feet and try to touch your hands over your head. So here, and then right back in. Boom, jumping jacks. So we're going for 60 seconds. When we finish with our 60 seconds of jumping jacks, we're going to drop down into a plank. So once again, I'll show you two options for a plank. Your first is a standard plank. So we're going to have our elbows and forearms on the ground, our toes on the ground, and we're trying to keep a perfectly straight line from our shoulders all the way down to our ankles. So we don't want your hips up in the air, you don't want your hips sagging down. You want to try to be straight as a board from your shoulders to your heels. If that's challenging for you, then what we're going to do is move into a modified plank. So dropping to your knees, trying to maintain that straight line now from your shoulders right down to your knees. So once again, don't want your hips back, don't want your hips sagging forward. All right, so now we're going back 2 minutes of walking, jogging, or running, and then we're immediately going into push-ups. So once again, I'm going to show you two options for push-ups. If you are more advanced, you can check some of our other videos for some more advanced versions. So your standard push-up, once again, you want your wrists to be underneath and slightly outside your shoulders, perfectly straight line from your shoulders all the way down to your heels. We're going to inhale down, getting our chest just shy of touching the floor. Upper arms are going to be parallel to the ground. Exhale as we press up. Inhale down and exhale up. A modified push-up, very similar to the plank. Drop down to our knees, trying to keep that straight line from our shoulders to our knees. Inhale down, exhale up, 60 seconds. And now we're moving on to mountain climbers. So we're starting in that same push-up position, and once again, I'm going to give you two options. So your first option is a full mountain climber. So what I would like for you to do is try to stay in the same position with your hips. People have a tendency to bring their hips way up to the sky. We're trying to keep our hips nice and low. So now we're going to bring one knee in towards our elbow, and now we're going to switch both feet at the same time. And we're come here, just like this. So we're going to try this for 60 seconds. Now a modified, what we're going to do, once again start in that push-up position, tap my right toe in, and then return it, left toe in, and return. So in, out. Those are your two options for your mountain climbers. And the final exercise in this circuit is going to be burpees. Some people will call them up-down. We have a little twist that we do with these. So what we want to do, I will show you a modified burpee first, and then I'll show you the standard burpee. So for a modified burpee, we're going to start in a good upright position. Hands to the ground. One foot out, the other foot out, one foot in, the other foot in. Come up and jump. And when you jump, mandatory, you have to say whoop. Okay, so what that's going to look like, down, out, in, whoop. So that's a modified burpee. Now, regular burpee, we're going to immediately drop down, chest to floor, and immediately explode up as fast as we can. Okay, so I don't want to drill my chest on the floor, I want to control myself. So I'm down, whoop, whoop, and then from the side, So you're going to go through that. Be aware your shoulders may be a little bit sore. We're doing 3 exercises in a row that are going to impact your shoulders. Take a 2-minute break. If you feel you're comfortable enough to go through it again, do another round.